Welcome to the Sports History Makers podcast, the show that connects you with your favorite athletes and their favorite sporting memories. On the Sports History Makers podcast, we will relive those incredible events. Here are your hosts, Pete Coley and Collinswood Coley.
Hello, track and field fans, and welcome again. Today on the Sports History Makers YouTube channel, we'll be talking European Indoor Championships. I have Pete along with me for this one.
How you doing, guys?
Before we get into the details, please remember to like the videos, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you know when we drop new materials. The European Indoor Championships will be taking place in Istanbul, Turkey, from March 2nd to March 5th. Unfortunately, Turkey suffered a major earthquake early on this year. Our prayers and our condolences go out to everyone who is affected by the situation, the earthquake in Turkey. But the Istanbul area was not affected, and the stadium is in fine condition and ready to host a major championship.
There were some doubts regarding whether or not, this event, this major competition should continue. So there were some discussion if this meet should be postponed or even canceled. But the organizers have decided to go ahead and continue, as athletes would have been in preparation months in advance, looking forward to, showcasing their talents. Many of these athletes would have gone away to warmer temperatures to condition themselves, because ideally in Europe during winter, it's not the best situation to, train and condition yourself outdoor because of the inclement weather.
Exactly. And I know that all the athletes and their different governing bodies for the different countries, they are really excited that the championships are going ahead. Now, this edition of the European Indoor Championships is highly anticipated, as there are some athletes who are in the prime of their career. There are some athletes who are basically just getting into the background stages of competition and preparing for the rest of the season. And they will all meet in a bid to showcase their talent. Some athletes are looking to add titles. Some athletes are looking to defend their titles. And some athletes are just using this as a warm-up or just a training race for the World Athletics Championship later on this year.
Just looking on the entry list, it's quite evident that the athletes have taken this competition quite seriously. Many of the standout performers throughout Europe have been entered in their pet event, in their events that they have done well or have been doing well in the last couple of seasons.
So what can we expect from the European Indoor Championships? Well, we have the likes of Femke Bol, the defending 400-meter champion. She's also part of the Netherlands teams who are looking to defend their 4x400 meters. As a matter of fact, the Netherlands took both the men and the women 4x400 meters in the last European Indoor Championships. We have the likes of Karsten Warholm, who will be running the flat 400 meters in this European Indoor Championships. So what are some of your expectations for these championships?
I'm expecting some very fast times, athletes to push themselves, maybe even challenging for world record or European records.
For the next few days, the Sports History Makers YouTube channel is the place to be. It's the place to get all your updates, live results, and all the information regarding the European Indoor Championships. Here you can get all the information pre-race, post-race, and analysis on the major talking points. So we can expect a big showdown in the men's 60 meters. Yes, we have the Olympic champion, the Italian Marcel Jacobs, who is going into this tournament with some shadow of concern regarding his performances and some niggling injuries over the last year and a half or so. At the top of this 60-meter pile with a season's best and a personal best is Reese Prescott. Now, Reese Prescott is known for his 200-meter running. He's a tall and lanky athlete who might find the 60 meter a little bit difficult to navigate. However, he has posted the best time going into the European Indoor Championships. His seasons and personal best of 6.49 puts him amongst some of the best in the world in the 60 meters this year. So we can expect him to give Marcel Jacobs a fine competition along with other athletes. So let's talk a little bit more about the women 400 meters. Yes, the world record holder for the indoor 400 meter is Femke Bolt. Now, the 22-year-old is going into these championships on a high after some blistering performances early on this year. She broke the 500-meter world record. She broke the 400-meter world record. And there are talks that she can even go faster than the 49.26 that she did a few weeks ago. Now, this is something to look forward to. Earlier on this year, when Femke Bolt broke the 400-meter indoor world record, she was pushed by her teammate and training partner, Clever, and you can expect her to be pushed even further for this European Indoor Championships.
But, you can never take these championships for granted, because you never know on a particular day, athlete could reach his peak performance and surprise somebody.
Yeah, that's so true. Another highly anticipated race will be the men's 400 meters, as Karsten Warholm of Norway will have his hands full from the Spanish athlete Oscar Hosilios. You can also expect major competition from the Dutch athletes Isaiah Boers, but surprisingly, we won't see the Borrelais brothers for Belgium in the flat 4. They will have Alexander Doom and Julien Wartren for the flat 400 meters. But regardless of who the Belgians send out, they usually represent their country well, and we can expect them to put up a big fight for the title of the men's 400 meters.
So far this indoor season, the Belgian athletes have been doing quite well. Alexander Dome and Julien Watrin, they have been part of the relay teams along with the Borlais. They have been picking up medals, indoor and outdoor as well. So they could be a factor for these championships.
Another race that I'm really looking forward to see is the 60 meters for women. Dina Asha-Simit, coming off her national indoor record for Great Britain, did not enter the competition. So that leaves Kambonji as the top athlete going in. She will be pushed all the way by Daryl Neito, representing Great Britain. The Polish athlete Iwa Swoboda is expected to be amongst the medals in the 60 meters. But it's 60 meters. Anything is possible. And once you're there, and once you get to the finals, you stand a chance of making it to the podium. Those are my picks. So what other events are you looking forward to seeing?
There's also quite an impressive lineup in the men 60-meter hurdles. Spain do have a few athletes that is representing the country there. Asier Martinez, maybe the new face in Spain regarding 60-meter hurdles. The European outdoor champion from Munich last year. He has been entered in the 60-meter hurdles indoor, as well as the French athletes. There's quite a few of them. Dimitri Bascu, who is one of the more seasoned veteran on the scene, along with Pascal Martino Lagarde. They have always been in the finals the last couple of years and challenging for medals as well. So it'll be quite interesting to see how they get along these championships. The women 800 meters, Great Britain has sent a very, very strong team led by Keely Hutchinson. She has been consistently fast over this indoor season. Her last few races, she has challenged the British record, or in some cases even broken them. So I know that she will be pushing to see how close she can get to that world indoor record. And at the same time, obviously her goal is to try and bring home the medal, a gold medal for Great Britain.
This European Indoor Championship is expected to be a thriller, as you have athletes as old as 41 years old and as young as 16 years old. They'll all be competing for major honors and trying to write their name in European track and field history. The Sports History Makers YouTube channel will be on the ball with all your information. Stay tuned as we will look at each event in more details in the next few days. That's it from us on the Sports History Makers podcast. Join us again as we talk the European Indoor Track and Field Championships.